In this presentation, we will be seeing about exception handling. Exception handling is a mechanism to handle runtime errors such as class not found exception, IO exception, SQL exception, remote exception, etc. The main advantage of exception handling is to maintain the normal flow of application. The reason why we have to use exception handling is that an exception normally disrupts the normal flow of the application. So, the hierarchy of Java exception classes. Throwable class is the root class of Java exception. The other two subclasses are exception and errors. In exception, we have other two, runtime exception and other exceptions. Type of Java exceptions. The three main types of Java exceptions are checked exception, unchecked exception, and error. Checked exception, the classes that directly inherit the throwable class except runtime exception and error are known as checked exception. For example, IO exception, SQL exception, etc. Checked exceptions are checked at compile time. Unchecked exceptions that inherit the classes that inherit the runtime exception are known as unchecked exceptions. For example, arithmetic exception, null point exception, array index out of bound exceptions, etc. Unchecked exceptions are not checked at compile time but they are checked at runtime. Error is recoverable. Some examples of error are out of memory error, virtual machine error, assertion error, etc. Some of the Java exception keywords are try, catch, finally, throw, and throws. In detail, the try keyword is used to specify a block where we should place an exception code. The try block cannot be used alone. It must be followed by either catch or finally any of the one. Catch. The catch block is used to handle the exception. It must be preceded by try block, which means we cannot use catch block alone. It can be followed by finally later. Finally, the finally block is used to execute the necessary code of the program. It is executed whether an exception is handled or not. Throw. The throw keyword is used to throw an exception. Throws. The throws keyword is used to declare exceptions. It specifies that there may occur any exception in the method. It doesn't throw an exception. It is always used with method signature. The example program for exception handling. So in this, if we see, we have used try block and catch block. If we see in try block, we have int data is equal to 100 by 0. This causes runtime error. So in order to handle this, we are using try block. So the output of the program is given below. Thank you.